Hello, my friends, and welcome to April. Or welcome to the end of April. I don't know. I'm kind of lost in everything that's happening between traveling for parents and traveling for work and traveling for me. I've kind of been out of pocket for most of the month of April, and I'm looking to kind of relaxing and getting back on track. That being said, I've done a lot of things in my budget, so let's get right into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Life for Debt. My name is Stephanie, and this is my channel where we explore my life and my debt. And today we are going over a couple of different things. Specifically my 2 paychecks for the month of April. I was not home to do these, so I did not get them out in time. So I'm just going to put them together in one video. Everything that I'm doing today is actual numbers, not budgeted numbers. So we'll just work with that and start from the get-go. I'm trying to come up with a plan for my je ne sais quoi transactions and like how we do that. So we'll look at that later, but right now we're just gonna do the budgets and take it from there. So let's zoom in a titch. Great. So for this first check, I was working with a little bit more money than the normal budget. I had $3,000, and that's from money that I had in my checking account just there, and probably from the previous month, and then money from my paycheck. So this is what I decided to work with. And I didn't do anything bills-wise, because Kyle's check, if you remember, Kyle's check took care of all of the bills for the first check of April. So I'm gonna just shoot right down to the envelopes, and all of these envelopes were done in my cube. So we'll start right with $3,000. That is an ugly 3, but I can't erase, so we're just going with it. So we had grocery, and my grocery category is grocery and home, and that was $1,000 for the month. And then the normal fuel for 2 cars. Again, I don't drive to and from work every day, so it's pretty much just the money that we used for traveling and Kyle to drive to and from work, which was $200. Medical expenses, and this covers co-pays and any prescriptions. Cool. And that is $200. And then I did eat out this month. Normally we don't budget for eat out, but I've been finding that we're eating out a lot more often. And with me being gone for such a long period of time, I wanted to make sure Kyle and the girls had money that they could like play with fast food and stuff like that. So that was $250. And then we did the girls' allowances. So Thea, for the whole month, would get $25, and then Brooklyn gets $12. And before you say like, oh, that's not enough money, these girls want for nothing. I mean, between ourselves and grandparents and aunts and uncles, they literally want for nothing. So this is just like spending money that if we're at the store and they want a cheesy toy and I'm not going to buy it for it because it's not in my budget, then Brooklyn can get it, or Thea can get it, or that sort of thing. But that is what they get for what little help they do around the house. And then Kyle's money is $200 for the month, and then my money is $200 for the month. So that is great. So let's add that up and see where we are. Nope. So that is $2,137. Minus the $3,000 we had in there. Oh, you know what? I'm missing one. I had a miscellaneous account for $200. We don't normally do miscellaneous. That's why I forgot it. So what that was is because I was going out of town, if Kyle needed like to get something or whatever, I wanted to make sure that we had this. But I'm also appreciative of this because I was going through some transactions this past month and I found some things that like we can definitely categorize as miscellaneous because it doesn't really come out of anything else. So that's probably a fund that I'm going to keep. So that would move this to 3 because it's $200. Look at me in simple math. And that leaves $663. So as of right now, this $663 is still in my cube. I am going to use that money and put it into sinking funds. Hold on just 1 second. Sorry guys, this month I'm like a hot mess express when it comes to money and budgeting and all that jazz. So I am just going with it. So here we have my very fancy dancy sinking fund list. All of the things that I've realized that I need sinking funds for, things to be prepared for. And as you can see, not everything has to be fancy, right? Like I wrote it on a piece of paper like from some hotel. And it's just like this running list that I keep thinking like, oh, I have to worry about that. Or, oh, this is going to come up. Or, oh, remember about these things. Now, these are things that we pay for on the regular. And it would just be nice to know where my money's going. So for instance, we've got Christmas, which I believe is fully funded, our emergency fund, which has some money in it, but I already know that we're going to start dipping into it for like wedding things, the wedding. And then we've got school, kids things, car maintenances, which we totally wiped out when fixing Kyle's van. And then anything for home repair, if we want to do some landscaping. We have like a mortgage refinancing fund in case the interest rates go down, so we can lower that for us because we unfortunately bought our house last year in Florida and clearly interest rates were like through the roof when we bought because that's what happens. And then Brooklyn wants to go to summer camp. We've got family fun things, vacations, yada, 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 right? So all of those things we need to start funding for. So because we have this extra money, we're going to look at it and see what we can do. And let's not zoom out the wrong way. Okay, so we've got $663 and I really got to focus on a couple of things. So like both Thea and Brooklyn have birthdays coming up in the next couple of months. So I'm going to put some money in birthdays and we're going to put $200 in there. So then from there, we've got clothes to worry about. And I'm going to put $50 in clothes. And summer camp. Brooklyn has expressed the desire to go to summer camp. That will be a day camp. And quite honestly, I'm not mad about it because it's damn near impossible to get any work done while homegirl is home. So that is something that we're definitely looking into. I'm not sure of the amount at this point, so I'm just going to put $150 in there. And then I'm just trying to pick and choose like what's important. We're going to do our HOA. Our HOA last year was $400 for the whole year, so I'm going to put $50 in there for right now. It's not due until December, but that's really where I'm thinking. And then we're going to do the wedding because I'm just dumping as much money into this buddy as I possibly can. We have picked a venue. I might do a wedding update for you guys and just kind of show you like what it is. I will tell you I'm not doing a budget wedding. I'm bougie and I've decided that we have money and I can be a little bit more bougie on certain things. So that's what I'm doing. Come at me in the comments. I'm fine with it. I want to do what I want to do, and it's my wedding, so take that. And then I'm sorry, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not feeling like the greatest. So it's just it's much. It's a day. So from 663, we're going to take away, let's do this backwards. 200 plus 50 plus 150 plus 50 equals $450. So $450 minus 663 is 213. So 213, and then this would be 663 and 663. Oh, that means no leftovers. I don't have an erasable pen, so no leftovers, and then total income is 0. Okay, so that's where we stand for this check. Don't go anywhere because we have the actual check. So this check was from, oh gosh, I don't even remember, like April 9th or whatever. So pop out here. Oh, that's way too far. Okay, so here we go. That is where we're going there. So we're just going to roll over to the next week. Now this check I got on Thursday of last week. And that's just $200 or $2,000. Yeah, 2. I was really liking working with those $3,000. Now the great thing about this is that I don't have to stuff my cash envelopes because I stuff them for the month and that's it. So $2,000, and then we have things that I did. I put in, and I'm going to put this here because I'm just going to say this is savings because that was working better for me. So for savings, I put IRA, I put in $250 to put some money in there. And then I took Brooklyn to get her hair cut, and that was $36. Let me tell you about this haircutting place. It's called Sharky's for kids. They washed, cut, styled her hair, did her nails, gave her a ring, all for like $25. I gave them a $10 tip because I was astonished. She loved it. She felt like a princess. It was the greatest experience for her. She was like, when can I go back? So that was exciting. So those are the things that came out of our check without going into like envelopes or sinking funds. So for that, you got 250 plus 36 equals 286. So 286 minus 2,000 is $1,714. Okay, so we've got $1,714. I'm just going to do birthday. And I'm going to cheat. Wow, my handwriting is really bad right now. I'm going to cheat. So what is that? Birthday I did 200. So we usually spend like 150 per kid per birthday. So that's 3. So I'm just going to put an extra 100 and then that's going to be funded, right? I did 200, 150, 153. Yes. Okay. So that's birthday's funded. Check off the box. And then I'm going to do school. And we're going to do 250 for school. And I'm going to take, I should have taken 500 out of this. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to back up, okay? So I just realized that like this would pretty much drain my bank account because I have no buffer in there right now. So I'm going to take $500 out of here. And I know this is in envelopes. It's fine. I just want to take it out before I do this because I don't want to forget about it and then do it down here and it becomes a whole thing and I can't erase because I don't have an erasable pen. So I'm going to do 117.14 and then buffer $500 and 117.14 minus $500. Nope. 714 minus 500 is like 314, 214. So that's 214. Great. So 12, 500, 12, 14. Okay, perfect. So here we go. So we've got birthday, school. We're gonna do vacation because I planned another cruise because I'm a crazy person. And we've got some traveling coming up in July, so we're gonna make this $300, and then we'll do car maintenance because we have to do some oil changes coming up here. $150. Let's see how we are doing on this. Don't have any of this pre-planned out, so that's kind of why we are flying by the seat of our pants. So 1214 minus 100 minus 250 minus 300 minus 150. Okay, so that gives us 414. So we're just going to put $400 in the wedding. $400. Great. So that leaves us with $14 left over. I'm just going to eat that, put it in my savings account. So 14 buffer 14. Great. So this is what we are looking at now. No, thank you. And we are going to move all of this money electronically, so they'll be in singing funds. What was mommy thinking? Give me a great idea about using placeholders for like my sinking funds and cash stuffings. So I have it all like in place and it's more hardcore cash money so I can see it. So I was thinking about getting some play money and stuffing it that way. My question, I guess, to you, is that something that you would be willing to watch, want to watch, interested in? Let me know. And if so, then maybe I'll start utilizing that format for cash stuffings. So yeah, anyway, this is kind of where we're rolling out. I'm going to do a video, hopefully, on my transactions for the month of April and setting up May coming up in the next coming week. I just want to go through my transactions, see where all my money went, see like where I have to nip and slip and crimp and save. So anyway, thanks guys. I really appreciate you sticking around for all of this shitty ass budgeting, but you got to get it done. And my mentality here is get back on track. So it's easier for me to just say, no, I'm not going to do it, than it is for me to push through and get this out, because if I'm not accountable, then it doesn't really happen the way I want to. And I have some pretty lofty goals for 2023, and I need your help in making sure that I stay on track. So until next time, I'll see you real soon.